I'm a survivor, survivor. Who will be the ultimate survivor? Let's find out when you spend a day in our shoes. All you creators, our sanctuaries waiting. Who will win the title? Well, it could be you. Survivor, survivor. I'm a survivor.
Would y'all look at this? Barnadette is enjoying her new home. Don't forget, she has a heated floor in this thing. It's a nice cozy spot where she can keep an eye on her food bowl. She has her dry food and her wet food right there. And I'm hoping that she will decide to have her kittens inside there. That would just be wonderful. Thank you so much to the kind lady who sent this, who said that her cats love these things. And so she's off the floor up on that bale of hay. That's where she eats and hangs out a lot. And so she's able, from right there, she also has a nice view out the doggy door. We can look at her and she can look at us from the doggy door here. So, hey, sweetie. Hi, baby girl. I hope you love that little house, and thank you so much to the lady who sent it. What I need to do is come by here and clean up this mess. Barnadette, y'all, has made a mess of her room. Barnadette's never been taught how to clean up after herself, and she has made quite the mess here. She's drug in water hoses. She has, oh my God, Barnadette's a mess. Baby, she reminds me of having to clean up after Ellie and Lex. Baby girl, we gotta work on this, sweetie. This is not acceptable. It's unacceptable. We love Barnadette, but I don't love the mess.
She doesn't have thumbs, Lester.
Love Barnadette. I don't love the mess. Look at this comment over here. Let me hide the Barnadette thingamajiggy.
Hey, y'all. Happy Sunday.
Hi to hello, everybody. Hi to hello. Michelle says, good evening and happy Sunday. I'm wondering how that old Dr. Pepper was. I'm so excited to find out. Sweet lady, you're going to find out tonight. We're going to do this tonight. So if you're just joining and you're like, I'm bored already, I'm going to go find something more entertaining. Well, you go ahead and go. But you're going to miss out on Jamie and I drinking a very old soda. And I'm going to share something with you right quick that I just pulled up. I'm going to add this to the, let me pause it. Hold on, pause it. What? Back it up. Pause it right there. Let me hide the comment. Michelle, thank you for the comment. Let me hide it right quick. Look at here. Friends, you can read for yourselves. The 10, 2, and 4 slogan was popular through the 60s. If you keep
it was popular in the 20s, babe, through the 60s.
I know. I'm trying to let everybody know. If you read for yourselves, this slogan over here became popular in the 20s, and it ran for about 40 years with the Dr. Pepper 10, 2, and 4. And then the slogan was based on research that people experience a sugar low at 10, 2, and 4. The slogan was intended to encourage people to drink Dr. Pepper to boost their blood sugar levels. Anyway, the numbers are no longer used. They stopped using those through the 60s. So what that means to me is, let's just say it stopped at the end of the 60s. So all of the 70s, that's 10 years, all of the 80s, all of the 90s, the first of the 2000s, the 2000 teens, and now here we are in 2025. So we're about to open and drink, from my calculations, a 55, at least a 55-year-old bottle of Dr. Pepper. We're about to open and taste it. Now, I will say this. I've made Jamie do some research, and she's looked high and low. And according to Google and WebMD, we cannot get botulism.
No, botulism.
Botulism. We cannot get botulism.
That was kind of my biggest fear, was botulism.
We did not want to get botulism because supposedly you can't taste it and you can't smell it. Whatever that means, botulism. Once you got it, you got it. And it says, you know, you get it if your eyelids begin to droop. And I'm like, Jamie, I've already got it. My eyelids are drooping right now. I'm so tired. My eyelids are like hanging. And so I may have botulism before I even open the darn thing.
No,
so
you don't have botulism. My strap is all jacked up. You don't have botulism and you don't have droopy eyes. You have tired, aging eyes. But this Dr. Pepper we picked up what day was that? Saturday. That was yesterday at the trade days in Liberty County, and Lester is determined for us to try it, and he was like, no, maybe I should try it and you shouldn't, or maybe we shouldn't try it at all.
I did not want her to try it,
and I was like, listen, if we're going down together.
She did say that.
Because I'm not scared. I'm not really scared of that. Like,
the problem is Jamie's traveling for the next couple of days, and I don't want her to be sick off while she's traveling. It's one thing to be sick at home, but you don't want to be sick while you are traveling. Yes, botulism is poisoning, y'all. That's like food poisoning.
Yeah, botulism is bad, but the phosphoric acid prevents it in dark sodas, believe it or not. And that mostly happens in canned items anyway.
Pete and Jody say, I can't imagine it's going to taste great. Maybe syrup-like, but at the same time, I doubt they put the nasty stuff in it than they do now. They do use imperial sugar because it's marked on there.
I feel like it will be more cough syrupy than anything.
Oh, hey, no one says we got to drink all of it.
I'm not drinking all of it.
I'm not either.
I left our glasses over there.
All we're going to do is get a red a Dixie cup, right? Oh, we're going to be fancy. Also, look what else we got to open it with. Look what else we got. Someone says their brother did this and died. I don't think that's true. So, all right. So we shot glasses.
It doesn't. The one heck of a shot glass, Lester Marl. It's not a shot glass.
Could I at least have a little bit of ice in mine? Could we have a little bit of ice in our glasses?
You want to water it down?
I just want to make it cold. If I'm going to taste poison, I want it cold poison. I'm just taking my shirt and wiping some of the dust out of this shot glass.
It's hard water.
It's hard water spots. Yeah, Karen says her brother barfed and then died. That's horrible. Yeah. I hope you're kidding, huh? I'm sure she's just kidding, y'all. Why drink it, Carissa asked? Because that's what we do, Carissa. That's very Longhorn Lusterish, okay?
It's actually not very Longhorn Lusterish.
Oh, all right. I'm nervous. I'm just so nervous, Jamie.
I know you're like wiggling in the chair and.
All right.
Well, I only want to sip.
All we're gonna do. So first of all, let's get real quiet and see if we can hear a as we open it. That will tell us if there's still any carbonation or if it's flat, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So you all listen. Can you all hear? Now, what I hear is that darn ice machine. Let's all listen.
Do you know what you're doing?
Listen.
I heard it.
I didn't hear anything.
I heard it, yeah, but
no, I can't smell anyway. Can you smell anything?
It smells like it smells like cherry.
Smells like cherry. Tell me when to stop.
All right, that's good.
Oh my gosh, I'm so darn nervous. You're not
gonna be able to taste it really because of the ice.
Oh Lord.
They heard it. People heard it. See?
Okay, so y'all heard it fizz a little bit.
I can't smell now.
Okay, I heard a tiny spritz. Somebody says, okay, well, here we go. If this was wine, everyone would be like, oh, yeah, I'd love to have some 55-year-old wine, right? 55
I think that's why I'm not scared of it,
if it was bourbon, 55-year-old bourbon, oh, man, that's the die for.
But I'm Dr. Pepper, I think that's why I'm not scared of it, because it was bottled. We just heard the fizz, which means it was indeed sealed. So rule out botulism altogether. And at the very most, it could be fermented and be like alcohol then.
I don't know.
Which is where the Robitussin taste would come from.
Anyway, cheers, Jamie. I'm going to sip. I'm not going to chug it. I promise you. Here we go, everybody. This would be the last you see of my eyelids actually up, because if they start hanging. So it does not taste like Dr. Pepper.
No.
There's no Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper taste.
It tastes like cream soda. It has a cream soda taste, like a little bit of a cherry cream soda. No joke. That's what it tastes like.
All right. I downed mine. I have proof that I downed mine. But I am trying to describe the taste that's in my mouth. And
not prune juice, not medicine-y. No, I taste vanilla and cherry.
Okay, all I'm going to say is I will not have a second glass. Will you? I will not be having a second glass.
It's not bad.
You want more?
No.
Okay.
I don't really like Dr. Pepper very much anyway.
So that's how much we drank of it right there. So we tasted it.
But it's not bad. It was a watered down like cherry cream soda. It wasn't bad, and it wasn't syrupy. It's not.
Someone says we could have sold that for $200. I don't think so. We only bought it for $2.
Yeah.
It cost us $2. I doubt we could have sold it for $200. But someone else has drank a 50-year-old Coke. Well, I'll tell you. Here's the thing about things in bottles, even plastic bottles compared to cans. You can buy a 12-pack of cans, any soda today. And if you let it stay in the car too long, or maybe let it get cold and then hot again before you chill it, it can lose its taste if it's in a can.
That's true.
And however, you buy them in a plastic bottle and you leave it out in the cold, out in the heat, wherever it goes, for some reason, when you put it on ice to drink it, it still tastes as good. If you don't know that, next time your husband wants to have a beer, leave it out for a couple of hours and then put it back into the fridge and offer it to him and watch what he does. He's like, this tastes horrible. For some things cannot go through temperature changes like that if they've been in a can. But bottles seem to be fine. That's crazy to me. Jamie, they want to talk about your overalls. We have so many things to talk about tonight, and you all want to talk about overalls.
Well,
And what sucks about that is I've had to hear it for the last week because she has a couple of pair of these things, and she's been wearing them like weird, kind of like, even though she washes them, and she keeps reminding me that, hey, this is just going over my other clothes. It just goes
cold
over.
outside, and I have found that they're oddly comfortable to put over top of my clothes. They're not too thick and bulky. And I have found that I'm very comfortable on the cold days wearing my yoga pants and whatnot, but then putting my overalls on top. And I have 2 pair, and I'm kind of obsessed. And
yeah. And listen, she looks really cute in them. Go ahead and walk over there and model. Just walk over there and model them around a little bit. Why? Why would you not do that?
I don't know. I just don't want to make it about that. Like, here, look.
Well, someone else asked about them.
They're in my video tomorrow because of every video I made this weekend, I'm wearing them.
Okay. Well, our comments have froze. Jamie, you see how?
Go down to the bottom and hit new comments.
I'm trying to find a particular comment that's up here somewhere. Okay, so a couple of things. We did drink, we opened, and we tasted the 55-year-old Dr. Pepper, and that's minimum. How old? It could be older than that.
There's no date on it.
There's really no date on the bottle. Well, they didn't date them. They just But we know from the labeling how old it is.
Okay, wait. Obviously, I'm not from. I was born in '82, so, and I don't know at what point in my life that I noticed that things had expiration dates. But at what point in time did they start printing expiration dates on things?
Probably when people begin to get sick after eating stuff, and they realize that. So these things are not really guaranteed.
Because
when they started using preservatives and things like that to make things last, they put on there at what date they would no longer work. I know you don't believe in expiration dates like on medicines and stuff like that. And I'm still scared to take medicines that are older past expiration. Jamie thinks it's a big conspiracy that Big Pharma puts expiration dates on meds. So you have to go back and get more instead of trying to hoard antibiotics and trying to hoard, things. They want you to go buy new ones. So they put an expiration date just to trick you.
It's not that I don't believe in expiration dates. It's just that some things you can't tell me that they expire. Like, I don't know. I found something the other day that was like tape or something. It was like medical tape that had an expiration date on it. And you're like, now I can understand that after 20 years, it's going to get gummy and things like that. But it was 2 years from the day I bought it. 2 years, your medical tape does not expire in 2 years. So it doesn't make any sense.
Well,
what are you looking for?
Okay, I was trying to find a comment, and now I'm just scrolling. Is it making you?
It's I can't focus.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just going to stop looking for the comment. But I don't know. I'm always kind of like paranoid about eating things that
Lester is the opposite of me. I am way more lax, and I'll smell it, look at it, see what it is. Lester's like, if it expires in 2 days, it's not going in his body.
Yeah.
Like if I buy bread, he'll eat it that day or the next day. But after that, that's not happening.
Well, I was going to address a comment, and even though it may have been intended to be a mean comment, I don't take it that way. I've learned to turn comments that might be mean around into teachable moments. And so the comment had something to do with the fact that this person might not be enjoying the oldies but goodies that we play sometimes on the weekends. And so that's fine. Hey, you know what? Some people are like, you know what? We already know that information is power, and I've already seen that. I'm wasting my time here, you know. But Jamie and I feel a little bit differently, and I want to show you why we have been enjoying playing some oldies but goodies on the weekends. I'm going to do that using something called my analytics. Can I get analytical with people, Jamie?
I guess that's where we're going.
All right, I'm going to pause it for a second. Okay, let me back up just 1 second. I'm trying to navigate. So I'm going to take all 3 channels, and I'm going to show you a small snippet of what they call the analytics. So on the I'm a Survivor channel this month, we have gained 2,000 new friends on the I'm a Survivor channel, right?
Yeah.
And so when you get 2,000 new people, these are 2,000 people that somehow ran across a video that they liked it. And they're like, you know what? I like this channel. They could also be folks who've come over from Facebook, says, you know what? Facebook's not doing it for me. I'm going to go ahead and say hi to you guys on YouTube. And then on the Longhorn Lester channel, very blessed to have 2.2 thousand new subscribers, people who've just found the page and they want to be a part of it. And then on From Suits to Boots, you got 1.8 thousand new people who want to be a part of the family, our social media family. And so when you take those 6,000 people a month, and those are about average numbers, you take that many people per month, and they don't know the backstories. They don't know what happened before. They may know the news stories, and the news stories of today are the Roman story. I'm talking about my stories. You tell about some of your new stuff. The Chuck, Adventures of Chuck and his procedure. And so they're just coming into this channel, and they're only hearing about the news stories.
I have a lot of people that when I talked about Voodoo's passing, about, you know, he was going to go greet Dixie, that had no idea who Dixie was. And Dixie was such a large part of my life that, you know, it's for them, they may not be able to go back and look, because let's be honest, there's a lot of videos. There's a lot of, you know, a lot of content to sort through. And there's not one that just says, who is Dixie? So, being able to showcase some of the videos that we love the most and replay them, and for people to be able, so that they don't have to go look, has been, I think that it's also therapeutic for Lester and I.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it brings us back to different times that you get in the grind of this. And I don't mean the making videos part. I mean, like the day-to-day of life, and you forget about some of these magical moments that happened all around you. And when you sit here and you watch it, you know, as you're deciding what to show, you know, those new folks, it really does. It does something for your soul to be able to look back and at how far we've come, but also laugh at some of the crazy things that we've gone through, and just remember, you know, the babies that have, you know, blessed us with their presence as well.
And then I'm just going to real fast, for anyone who does not know what I'm talking about, what Jamie's talking about, we do have a collection of probably, I would say together, 5,000. Is that a good number?
It's a real number.
I would say we have about 5,000 videos that we have posted to our channels. And sometimes it's nice to revisit certain ones to help tell a story. Well, you all know that Santana, our sweet Santana, who's the OG, the original of all of our she's the matriarch of our Longhorns. She hasn't always been a good girl. She's quite the hussy. And back in 2018, she had a moment, and we recorded a snippet of that moment. And so for all of the new folks who've come along since 2018, you probably have no idea Santana used to be a little floozy. You didn't know she was a floozy. So just
Billy's a big galoot.
Billy!
Look how straight.
All right, so there's Santana. She's been hanging out by herself the last couple of days. And usually all the animals come up and find. A lot of people love to see Moo because
Look how tiny he is.
Look how tiny little legs, tiny little moo, a tiny little guy. There's a lot of things in these older videos.
Stall here in the barn.
How big then? We thought he was so big then.
We did. We thought he was big. And then you get down here to find out what Santana's doing and how come she didn't come up to the barn.
Right way up over there.
And now
There's Big Daddy in the background.
There's Big Daddy.
How exciting is
Watch
this?
a moment.
How exciting is this? Let me see, baby.
I could, guys, if you know your cows, especially if there's a bull right across the fence who had a lot of babies back in those days. He was putting out a lot of babies, and every single baby that Billy put out had that white face and those red rings around his eyes, right?
Yeah.
And even Billy himself.
Wait a minute. No.
And I'm like, that's a Billy baby.
No.
I'll show you Billy.
Hey! This is Tex. And this here is my dad's bull, Billy.
What's up, Billy? Guys, I'm so sorry. The proof is in the pudding. Now, what happened was, you all remember these days, those who were watching the videos back this long ago know that Tex and Billy had quite the drama. Tex only had one sweet lady, and it was Santana, the love of his life. He only had one girl because he only wanted one girl. He only needed one girl. Billy, across the fence, had probably 10 or 15 sweet young ladies that he enjoyed hanging out with. It just so happened that for some reason, maybe the experience, what makes, Jamie, let me just hide this for a moment and we'll talk about this for a minute. What makes a woman like Santana cross over the fence? What made her cross the fence? Ladies, you're welcome to jump in here, and we can call it Santana if you want to.
Maybe she wanted girlfriends. Maybe she just wanted to hang out with the girls for a day.
So you're saying that maybe Santana just crossed the double fence. Not only did she cross my fence, and she snuck across the DMZ, but she also crossed into my dad's fencing, only to hang out with the ladies. She needs some girl time, a GNO.
Well, maybe. Or Billy was an older, experienced man.
Wait. So you're saying that sometimes a woman may cross over the fence for an older, experienced man? I am curious what's... well, someone over here says that Billy could dig a bigger hole. I'm not making this up, y'all. If I could find the comment.
How did we get here? We were talking about analytics.
Okay, I know.
New people. And
sorry,
now...
new people. New people, that's what you come here for, okay? There's bigger apples on the other side. The grass is greener. You guys are wonderful. Billy's a lot more handsome. But here's what I was looking for. Condodo says Billy dug a bigger hole. Bottom line
Lester's
is
digging a bigger hole.
I do dig big holes. I do. Bottom line is, everybody, Santana did cross the fence. We didn't see it, but sometimes
Didn't
you don't
really have to.
You remember the commercial where the family comes back from Jamaica?
No.
And the wife's having a baby. They're all excited about it.
No.
White couple comes back from Jamaica. Wife's having a baby. And on that day, the baby comes out and it's not from her. It's not from him. It's a black baby. You never saw that? It was a funny commercial. It may have been Saturday Night Live, one of those kind of skits. Anyway, this baby came out not a longhorn, friends. That's not a longhorn, but it's okay. It's a video from an oldie but goodie. It was cute. And so I do not regret taking some of our oldie but goodies and replaying those for people who don't know the whole story, because there's a beautiful novel that's been written here. And I say here, but it started back over there. And I would say 4 years of the story started back there in Plum Grove, and it began to build itself with characters and everything that you love about your daytime TV show, or if you watch nighttime series on Netflix, or if you're a reader and you love to read different novels, you guys know how they begin to build characters and they start to build things. And there's an amazing cast of characters that were built right there in Plum Grove.
And Billy and Tex, they were the two that always had this ongoing feud back and forth.
It was relentless. And it got to the point where when the phone would ring and it would be your dad or Dan or somebody saying, Tex got out. It was so frustrating because here we go in the side-by-side. And it's not just me and Lester. Here comes Jake. Here comes Pawpaw. Maggie, Trixie, Sookie, all hauling along with us, and everybody's going to go get Tex back, and Tex wanted nothing to do with coming back, and it was like a circus at the worst times. It wasn't just like at convenient times. No, it was at horrible times, and it was sometimes hours of trying to get back, and then you had to go figure out how the heck he got in, and to go fix the fence on top of it. Like, it was relentlessly long.
But you know what? It created for wonderful stories. Lots of high drama. Lots of high drama.
I don't know anybody that likes high drama.
I think people love high drama more than what you realize. We have an audience, don't we? These people would not stick around here for nothing.
Because you love high drama.
Bottom line is, we will sometimes on the weekends do what they call you call it repurposed, yes?
Yeah.
You will repurpose some of your older content. Now, we know that we're not going to repurpose something that wasn't a big hit. So we only repurpose things that might have been viral or had millions of views. And this over here was one that pretty darn good video, but it was a very short video. It was only a 3-minute video in total. So
things were different back, like social media was really different around that time. And we were mostly on Facebook. And the weird part about Facebook is it doesn't hold a big enough light because we have so much content. It's not like you can go to Facebook and type in Santana or anything like that. So it's really hard for people to find that stuff. And at that time, it wasn't on YouTube.
Yeah, it wasn't on YouTube. So there's the reason that we replay these things is so that everybody can slowly be caught up. So like we say, we have 6,000 new friends this month. Now these 6,000, if they choose to watch, can kind of know the backstory. So when you talk about Santana being an old hussy or a floozy, you know why I say that. If you hear the word moo, now you know who Moo is. If you hear, and you also get a chance to see some of the other babies in that. In the same video, we see Dixie, a very healthy Dixie. We see a younger Ivy, a baby Ivan, a baby Beverly. We saw a Maggie running around. And so this video was beautiful, and it reminded us of a whole lot of other animals. Hey, have y'all ever seen those movies or heard?
It's his army.
Let me show you. Oh my goodness. Now, are you excited about animal crackers, or you want to go see your mother? So over here in the second video that played today, that was an oldie but goodie. This is when we tried to do a reuniting video. And
we didn't try. Lester Morrow tried to do a reuniting video.
But listen, Ivy was taken away from his mom at a very young age because Ivy being Ivan being as old, Ivy being as old as she is, could not produce enough milk.
Yeah, Ivan was literally
starving.
Yes.
And he wasn't able to feed from her. So
but Ivy was also just unable to sustain anything and was just in poor health because of it.
Yes. So my dad took on Ivan and was going to bottle feed him, and we were going to get Ivy back to full health, and luckily we did. But at some point, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 months later, once Ivan's doing wonderful and Ivy's back to, good, Ivan walks over. One morning, Ivan walks over and he wanted to see his mom. And that reminded me of these reuniting videos where a soldier goes off to war and then comes back and he sees his child or his pet, and there's all, they do a surprise reunion. So I was going to have us a surprise reunion. It was going to be a beautiful surprise reunion, and I was going to capture an animal reunion, mother and baby, on video. That's the whole thing here. Now, I know a lot of people are going to come running, and it's not to see Ivan, it's for animal crackers. Come on, Moo. Come on, Moo. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, Moo. You big galoot. Ah, you freaking galoot. Okay, here. Ivan, you scared Ivan away. Here. Come on, Ivan. Ivan. You ruined the reuniting. That was going to be a beautiful video, and you just ruined it with you big galoot. Get over there and eat them crackers. I think I know what happened. Come on, Ivy. Come on, Ivy. Here we go. No, sir. You big... I'm sorry. I know people like you. And I do, too. I
I love them. Can I just say I love them, but I don't always like them? Ivy.
Oh no, here
Come on,
comes
baby.
Dixie.
I don't want everyone out.
Baby.
Come on, Ivan. Come on, Ivan. Oh my God, I want to catch this moment, but not you, Dixie. Oh, come on. Everything's going wrong. Go, Ivy. Go, Ivy. Go, Ivy. Go, Ivy. Oh, not you, Beverly. Beverly, not you. Ivy. Ivy.
She's going the
Ivan's
wrong
over
way.
here.
It's
Ivy.
okay. They finally meet. Texas screen.
I should have just made a text video. I don't know why Ivy took off
Here
right.
we go.
I think she's scared to see her baby. We are making a reuniting video. There we go. There she is. Oh, Ivan! How many of y'all have seen that kind of a video where an animal has been reunited with its human, or possibly, oh my goodness, there she is hiding behind the trailer. Look, they're gonna meet. Hey! Why did you do that? What are you doing? That's
Flesh and blood.
Ivan. Why did you do that? Supposed to be a special moment, Ivy. Ivy, sweet girl. I had given you crackers and everything, baby. You don't want a sweet moment with Ivy?
There's my
Settle
mouth.
it down. Now, this is getting out of control. Whoa. Okay. Wait, which one's Beverly? Which one's Ivan? Who's who? Who are you? I don't know who's who here. Who are you? Are you Beverly or Ivan?
I
Hold
couldn't
on.
tell.
Who are you?
You?
Come here. All right, you're Beverly. Mother God, holy moly. Mother of God.
Yeah.
Are you Beverly or Ivan? Hold on. Who are you? Come here. All right, you're Beverly. Who's who here? Who are you? Are you Beverly or Ivan? Hold on. Who are you? Come here. All right, you're Beverly. Mother God, holy moly. Mother.
Oh. I'll tell you what.
Ivy's a little strong-willed at that moment.
So, here's the thing. If you're not somebody who doesn't enjoy taking trips down memory lane, then by all means, you don't have to watch them. It's a beautiful part of social media. I mean, Jamie and I are the same way. We sit down to have dinner, and if I flip on YouTube, we have all the channels that we will sometimes watch pop up, and all we do is flip between them. And the minute that we sit down to watch one that we get bored with, she'll change it, and I'll change it to somebody else. And we don't say it to offend anybody, but what we don't do, this video's boring. I've already seen this 10 times. Why would you post something that I've already seen? I mean, that's not very becoming. It's not the way we do it. Some people choose to do it that way. We don't. But if you are somebody who enjoys sometimes seeing these oldies but goodies, then the weekends are those days when I will repurpose a few videos and just to show the folks what the old days used to look like, how far we've come. And trust me, we have just as much chaos now. The good news is our animals have gotten desensitized to Lester's screaming and hollering and shouting. And have they not?
Pretty unfazed, actually.
We have a lot of neat ones that I play, but no, don't worry. I'll still have Monday through Friday is going to be the stuff that you've all gotten used to seeing, the mornings, the afternoons, and all the things. But on the occasional weekends, we will absolutely put back an oldie but goodie. And that's a way to bring people all up to speed and catch them up. I'm curious, though, are there any oldies but goodies that you have not seen in a while that you would like to see? Now, I'm not going to play them all, but I would like to have an idea of what kind of things you guys can remember that. Could you name it that you would like to see again?
I think we need to replay the Shirley video.
I want to see Pebbles saving me from being stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
That was huge. Pebbles saved my life. Run, Maggie, run.
I think
Tex rolling over the side-by-side.
anything with Journey. It's
Oh
fine.
my gosh.
Anything with Journey.
A lot of journeys are coming up over here. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, the baby pig Trudies. That would be my pleasure. I would love to play some baby pig Trudy videos.
Can I talk about baby pigs?
Please, please.
All right.
Baby
so,
pig talk, y'all. Baby pig talk.
You know that I used to be terrified of pigs, right?
Yeah,
And
I'm
it
gonna
was,
get a drink,
it was
a real drink.
It was mostly because they're so loud and they scream their lungs out for the tiniest thing. And for me, earlier when they would scream, I thought something was sincerely wrong. It's not wrong. They just didn't get what they wanted, and they're very vocal animals. Well, Brienne has the baby pig, Piggly, and I have to either block myself from Brienne's videos for a while, or I have to just unfollow her for a little bit, because if I don't, we're gonna end up with a baby pig.
Brienne's gonna end up with a pig Trudy if she's not careful.
Oh, Brienne is building. She has a pig Trudy diva in the making, but I love that pig. Like, I love that pig. It is the cutest, sweetest, and I never in a million years, like, even when Pig Trudy was little, I wasn't as into it, and I guess because
we would sometimes sit
scared.
on the porch to have coffee. And don't forget, Pig Trudy's feral hog. She's straight up feral. Like, there's nothing domestic in her at all. She's been domesticated, we hope. But sometimes we have our worries. But no, so Pig Trudy has a piney wood rooter snout. Very different than Brienne's piglet.
Yeah.
But Pig Trudy would walk up to you. I have to model and demonstrate. And she would do this to your leg.
And it was hard. And she would do it to your feet.
Her nose is very hard. And she'd go up and she'd start like rooting into you, and it hurts.
And I would be terrified that she was gonna like eat my leg off or eat my foot off, because we used to sit on the porch and drink coffee in pajamas and barefoot, and Pig Trudy would be up there eating her oatmeal. Well, after she got done with her oatmeal, if she wasn't satisfied, she would root at you. And I was always terrified she was gonna eat my little toe off and stuff. And like, I need that little cashew looking thing. It's very important for my balance. I'm already unbalanced, but I was scared of her. But I'm watching Brienne's little piglet, and it's so cute. And
you can't have a pig. We have 4 beautiful pigs that are grown. But you know what? Belly rubs are belly rubs.
I didn't raise those baby pigs.
Belly rubs are belly rubs. And Tiny Tim will roll over for you. Pig Trudy will roll over for them. And there's a lot of pig to love out there, baby. Lots of pigs to love. We don't need more.
I know we don't, but I'm just telling you that I'm going to have to block Brienne for a while.
Block her?
Until that.
Sorry, Brie, you've been blocked.
I can't go see her. I can't do anything, because all it makes me want is a baby pig, and it's bad for my health.
Oh, I know. But the pigs are wonderful. Thing is, that little pig, Brienne has spoiled that pig. And
She's so cute.
That happens sometimes because, you put them on your lap to go here and go there, and then you become their new mommy. Next thing you know, Brienne's going across to do her chores, and that little piglet is trying to chase her down.
Oh, it's been in her house with all the cold and stuff, and it wants to snuggle, and it's the cutest little squeaky. I just want one, and why? I've never said that in my whole life. Ever have I said that in my whole life?
That you wanted the pig.
Yeah, and I didn't until I saw that, and then a lot of people are talking about Pablo. I would take 1,000 Pablos if they were Pablo. Like that.
Pablo was special.
Pablo wasn't so incredibly special, and he has a lot of really neat videos. I share whenever I look in the morning at the memories on the pages, and if there are special things, I will share clips of those, and I don't want to say repurpose, but refresh people's memories about some of those times. And Pablo comes up quite often because Pablo came in the house every day to have coffee with us.
Yes.
And it was so special.
He'd come to the door and he'd knock with his beak. Now, really, he wanted to come in and eat the dog food.
Doesn't matter. He was social, though. He wanted to be near us often.
Yeah. And so I hate to think of people who say, yeah, those are the good old days. Everything has changed. I don't think so. I think that a lot has changed, but for the better. I think that we are in a whole lot better place now, offering babies a better home, because back in those days, we were a ragtag and shit show and just trying to piece things together. Lots of zip ties to try to hold things in place.
Literally, the fences were held together with zip ties.
Yeah.
The first time that Lester taught me how to hang barbed wire we were early in our relationship.
Yeah.
And you were fixing the fence behind Uncle Raleigh and Joanne's back there. Do you remember?
Oh yes. Oh yes. And
so the cows could go to the back
Uh-huh.
instead of just, just the front. And we were pulling the wire with the Jeep, if you remember.
We didn't have a tractor.
We had a metal pole that he shoved through the center of the barbed wire that
and
he's
we would
like,
walk along. The barbed wire would be between it, and we'd have to let it
Yes.
unspool. It's
I never touched barbed wire in my life at that point in time. No idea. So I'm following the expert here. We had no gloves.
we never had gloves.
And I remember he goes, get in my truck and put it in drive and pull until I scream at you, because he's at the other side of the fence. And when you're in early dating, I don't know if you know, like you don't know what type of project person to expect, right? Because there's project people who really lose their cool when things don't go right. And here I am, city business girl, probably in white Nikes that day, probably.
Yep.
Trampling through the mud in pulling a fence in a Jeep that's tied to the bumper. And I'm waiting for someone to yell at me when to stop pulling from across the pasture. So I'm trying to do everything that's like physically possible to listen, to react, to make sure I don't jack up his Jeep. And because it's very dangerous when you're pulling wire, and the wire like can snap, and if it can, like, he's outside, it can snap back and kill him.
It's
literally
very
kill
dangerous.
him. So there's a lot of pressure in this. And the very first time that I get in the Jeep to pull it, I pull it and he yells, stop, and it snapped. And when it snaps and pops, it flings, and you don't know where it's going to go, but also you have to back up and redo the whole thing over and pull more wire out to be able to wrap it all over again. So it's a whole thing. So like,
it was a mess.
we're like a month into dating at this point in time.
Was that our first argument?
No, it actually was that he was so calm about it. And not like, I had a stepdad who was like a hammer thrower and just a explosive at the very slightest thing. And he was like, it's okay, just back up. And I was like, I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone, because I mean, like it was a stressful situation, but we managed to pull that wire and get it hung up. And at the end, he's like, I want you to take all these zip ties. Because I couldn't figure out it came with clips, and we didn't know what the heck. I didn't know what the heck I was doing with clips. And we also didn't have the right tool to be able to twist the clips like they're supposed to be. And if you've ever looked at a fence clip, which most people haven't, because why would you?
Why would you?
It's like, it goes like this, and then around, and then like this. And when no matter which way you put it against the post and the fence, it doesn't make sense. Well, duh, it doesn't make sense, because you had to watch a YouTube video on, to be educated about how to twist it and work those things. But anyway, that entire fence was held together with zip ties for years until Moo broke it down.
Yeah.
So, we were quite the shit show. The gate, I'll never forget this as well. The gate, Lester put 2 posts in the ground.
I'm nervous about this. Don't make me look bad.
Lester put 2 posts in the ground, and we put wire across the whole thing because we hadn't purchased the gate yet. So the next day, we're going to go get a gate for that area. And we go and we get a gate for Track Supply. And in those days, like, you couldn't do everything all at once, basically, because of time, because I was probably in town for like 2 days. He was working and coaching and, had Lex in different, like, life was just so much busier off the farm in those days. So we go get the gate and we bring it out there. It's getting dark. First of all, we borrowed a trailer, I think from Dan, to be able to get this gate here. And we got a little stuck. So we decided we're going to carry this gate. So we carry the gate and we get there. And this 12-foot gate is beautiful in all of its glory. And the 12-foot spot turns out to be roughly 16 foot wide.
Yeah, that was bad measurement. That was when I used to do head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah.
And my steps were a little bit bigger than what I thought they needed to be or something.
Yeah. So the gate ended up being zip tied to the fence that was already there. And that's how it stayed for quite some time.
I think it might still be that way.
Is it really?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that may still be like that today.
Next time we go, we have to go see it.
Somebody asked me if I wanted to show you, and I think I just found it just now that I pulled up on here. What a memory, James.
Oh, wow. Look
Now,
at little tiny baby Tex.
this would be a video that was early on. I mean, you guys can see that we had nothing at this point besides a yearling bull with the big old red yoga ball, and he just wanted to play. He was at that age where he wanted to play with balls, not play with the girls, which is probably the reason
why Santana went across the fence.
He wanted to play with his daddy, and so I would play with this red ball with him, and I would be curious to find out in the comments. Before I continue to play this, how many of y'all can admit that you've never seen this video? I'd be real curious to know how many. This was a very viral video, but I'm just wondering how many have never seen it. And it's nothing to be embarrassed about because it has not been on in years. You might find it somewhere, but so there are several who saying they have never seen it. Okay, but a lot of
Tex was on the news because of this.
Yes, he was in the news. This actually was one of our first boosted videos that actually got us some recognition as a sanctuary.
Our first packages came because of
this is the first time people sent us packages, and
they
a
were
lot of them.
They were all red balls, by the way.
Let's go ahead and play. It's very short. It's a minute long. It's less than a minute long, but to Santana.
Yeah.
And that is exactly why Santana probably left his ass and made her way across the DMZ to see Billy.
True.
That's all I'm guessing.
True.
But we have these videos that are part of our archives and a part of our story, our journey, that so many have never seen. And so just understand it. Sometimes on these Sundays or Saturday afternoons, you may see one that's you've seen a long time ago. It's just because we're trying to make everybody have the same experiences and know exactly where we've all come from and, you know, where we are today and how far we've come. I would say that there's still just as much drama and there's as much chaos now, but
it's spread out a little bit more.
Yeah, we spread it out more, which is wonderful. But and then remember that some of the videos that you've seen here, don't think back in those days every single video was that high paced and that drama filled. It wasn't. These are the rarities. And
But
so
also,
even today we have rare moments.
At that time, the only videos were produced by Lester. No one else had a channel during those times. So, and videos were not, it was not common to see videos. Facebook had just crossed into having videos. So it wasn't like scroll. There's no such thing as TikTok. There's no such thing as reels or shorts. And it was just a very different time. And I just think that, it's just so like, it's all different to think about. And the animals, a lot of them were younger. So they were pretty, differently active as well. And I don't know.
Hold on, but also the cast has changed.
That's what I was getting at.
If anyone does not understand how when I get on that side by side and grab me a box of muffins and go out there with those gladiators, what you see is as much chaos from all of these gladiators as what you've ever seen on any of that stuff back at the old sanctuary.
That's what I was getting ready to
say. The chaos is still there. You're just forgetting it's a different cast of characters a lot of times.
Yeah.
Tex is much older now. He wants to just walk the fence line and holler at girls all day. He doesn't want to roll a ball around. Pig Trudy is she's getting older and she just wants to kind of lay there and watch me and spend time, with her friends. Ringo can barely walk, so you don't see Ringo clacking horns as much as he used to. Lenny's out there with the leg issue that he's never going to heal all the way from. So Lenny's not going to be the same. So people change, animals change, times change, properties change. But I'm a Survivor moves on.
Well, I was just going to say, but so do we. So like we age just like all of you.
You ought to feel my knee.
We age, we progress, we learn, we grow, we take those lessons and licks and keep going. And I think that all of these animals have as well. And it is really fun to reminisce and to think through those times and then to share those pieces of our story that some new folks here may not have experienced.
Yep. So Claire asked a good question, and it'll be a great talking point. Why don't you start from the beginning and do one a day on ISS? So Miss Claire, what I've actually asked, I talked to Jamie about this before, and this is what I told my mom to do. I told my sons to do this. I told Xander to do this. One day we will pass along. Jamie and I will, our days will come to an end. We will have fought the good fight, and our days will come to an end. And so what we will do is Jamie is going to give Xander her channel. I will give Ellie my I'm a Survivor channel, and I'm going to give Lex the Longhorn Lester channel. I guess my dad will give my mom his Pop Hall channel. And so what we want these guys to do, our kids, is they will start over. And this will be a way for the kids to have a chance to reconnect or stay connected to us through our experiences with the animals, with you all. It'll help the folks who are still on the pages at that time have a chance to see some of the memories and all the fun things. It'll make a couple of dollars for the kids to have some kind of a additional form of income, so that they are not, finding themselves with not able to pay their bills. And so in a way, making these videos and putting them to YouTube is an investment, because whenever we're no longer here to make new videos, the kids could take these old videos, repurpose them, and keep the page going, keep people coming in. It is going to be like a restart. Yeah. And what I've told the kids to do is, like someone else suggested, the kids could have a little small a window over here, and they kind of like talk through what's going on in the video. Oh, this is when my mom first got Dixie and how excited she was. And so Xander could kind of talk about some stuff while Jamie's out doing whatever she's doing with her horse. Ellie could talk about his dad whenever Tex flipped me over, and how scared his dad was and how dangerous, or whatever. So it's our business. And but that's a wonderful idea, because supposedly what's on YouTube never goes away. And you can go back as far as you want to and find videos from all the way back. And so that would be a great idea. So
our dogs are outside going nuts.
I don't know. Want me to go check on them, or you want to? I think they'll be fine. They're not doing that bad.
Okay.
So no, but I think the whole point of showing y'all some of the older videos is everyone can kind of pick up on it and kind of know what's what and who's who. Facebook is dumping videos. Yes, Facebook is dumping videos. And guys, I'm sorry to say, I'm not here to knock Facebook. We actually have Facebook on tonight. Facebook, we love you, but I'm just not real sure what will finally happen to the platform. I think that we all know about MySpace and Spotify and all of these.
I forgot about MySpace.
You forgot MySpace?
Spotify's still very big.
Spotify is still big.
Yeah, Spotify's a
but
hub.
You can name some that have died. Social media channels do die. They're like a star. They can Vine.
Yeah.
And I do believe that Facebook is on its way out. They've already told us that they're dumping videos, trying to clear up space. They've already told all of the creators who go live that they're only going to hold the live for 30 days. Yeah. And they're going to, so you'd not be able to find that live again after 30 days. So Facebook's trying to tell us, in essence, you better back up your stuff, because we're going to dump it all. And so Facebook people are, I think they're starting to move over into YouTube in droves. And that's just a wise move on them, especially the creators, because they know that if they want to hold on to an archive, Facebook's going to start dumping them. So there's a lot of folks who are talking about different videos you'd love to see. And so we'll just kind of go back and we'll play it by ear. What's easier is to play them when they pop up on your memories, though.
Yeah, it's easier for us to find them the same way that most people can't find them. We can't even find them. But we'll read the comments tonight, and we will make a list and keep going with that. So we appreciate all the input about it. Yeah. There's a lot of people asking about the pickles that I bought yesterday.
Okay.
Will you try the pickles?
I will not.
Why?
I'll smell them, but I will not.
Why?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I tried your 50-year-old soda.
Yeah, I know, but those are soft. If they were crunchy, it might be different.
They are crunchy. They're not soft.
How about I eat a pickle out of the and you eat those pickles? And I'll
open this. No, open that. They're not soft.
Smells pickly.
All right, these are sweet and spicy. You're really not going to try them?
I can smell the vinegar.
Oh, it smells really good. Smell it.
I smell it. Oh, I smell the vinegar.
You're really not going to try them.
I don't know.
You love sour pickles. They're crunchy. Oh, and they're really good. They're really good. Mm.
It tastes like formaldehyde.
It does. How do you taste it formaldehyde?
I don't think I've ever tasted it, but I smelt it, and that's how I think it would taste.
No, they're delicious.
If we were
Like-
starving, and if we were in a situation where we were forced to eat things that we preserved, then by all means, I would have to have a pickle. But it's just not my thing.
Oh, I will sit here and eat this whole jar.
I know you would.
Oh, those are really good. No joke. Those are really good. You're so weird that you don't like them. He loves sour pickles and dill pickles.
But from the store that are not already cut and
Oh, you like whole pickles.
whole pickles.
Oh.
You
Not me, I'll eat it.
If you
And
can drink a 55-year-old
that's what I'm
Dr.
saying. Like,
Pepper,
what's
you
wrong with
eat one of
you?
them pickles, Lester. Y'all be nice. Y'all be nice to me, okay?
You buy your pickles from the store. I'll buy mine from the trade days, or I'll make them myself.
I want to thank y'all for being a part of that. I was surprised that video had people watching. What happened yesterday, in case you didn't catch it, Jamie and I were going into Liberty, which is a small town nearby here, about 30 miles or so away. Liberty is actually the county seat of Liberty County. Now, Jamie can tell you some crazy stuff that we saw yesterday about Liberty, the town of Liberty.
Hold on, they want to smell the pickles.
Oh.
Have you done this yet? You smell them? Do you want to eat one? Try one.
Hold on. Is that mama thing that you're talking about?
No.
What's that old lady's name? Mama
No.
Tot? Mama Tot? That's what she does?
No, that's not what she does.
Who does that?
Nobody does this. I did it last week.
Hold on. I
did smell-o-vision on my
saw a
video.
creator was like, okay, so look here. Look how cold. Can y'all see that? Here, smell it. Take a whiff. You feel that? And you,
It was
oh
me.
my God. And that was you that did that?
Yes.
Okay. I knew I saw that somewhere. I don't know why I thought you might be Mama Tot. How does she even look?
She's blonde.
Does she look like you?
She doesn't know. No. She's much prettier. And
I want
cuter.
to see how much in person you and Mama
She's
Tot
like
look
super
alike.
petite, very southern. She's adorable.
Mama Tot. Is it Todd? Is
No, Tot, T-O-T.
that her?
Yeah.
Oh.
I told you I don't look like her.
So that's Mama Tot. And
These pickles are really good. I'm just going to sit here and eat pickles in front of y'all.
I know Jamie likes to watch her, but I thought that was a Mama Tot thing. You're gonna eat all them pickles right here. So
I don't care. They're delicious.
we were on the road yesterday and today. We had to go out and do some stuff. I'm not going to tell you what, because I do, you're not going to watch my video. So we got a video of it. But while we were out and about looking for something in particular, we run across the old Liberty County Fairgrounds, and it brought back a whole lot of memories. And some of those memories
I haven't been there since.
some of those memories were when we first got Donkey Dan, Jenny, Forrest, Gump, and Bubba. And those are the 5 donkeys we brought home after Hurricane Harvey flooding. And I started that video and I told that whole story. It was on a live. And then once once that story was told, Jamie comes running out saying, "Hey, you got to come see this. This is the neatest stuff ever." Well, they were having some kind of a trade day event or trade day, whatever, inside the fairgrounds.
It was a cold and nasty day, so I know it wasn't like full-fledged as it could be.
Well, guys, I've already told you my story. Y'all want to go on inside? Yeah, take me. So I just start walking around videoing what we see inside the fairgrounds. And it was really neat stuff. There was some really awesome stuff. That's where I bought the Dr. Peppers, the old Dr. Peppers. Jamie bought some pickles. We got some corn dogs.
I bought a loaf of sourdough.
Saw some really neat furniture, lots of antique type of stuff.
Man, I fell in love with a piece of furniture.
She wants to go back and get it, and I keep telling her no. because that furniture is about 50 years old and it costs as much as anything you're going to find.
I don't actually have a place for it is the real problem. And it is very expensive. But I just loved it. Like I really loved it.
Hey, to the lady who asked about the gumbo, I did not eat it. Guys, listen to me. Not all gumbo is created equal. Okay. I don't know everyone's different recipes, but the gumbo was cooked. The sausage in the gumbo tasted pretty good, but I didn't trust the chicken. I didn't trust the shrimp. And there was just something that told me I should not eat that.
Well, I ate her shrimp and it was freaking fabulous. I have a much more adventurous soul. Lester won't even try things like that from certain restaurants. So whatever. But for me, her shrimp was amazing. And I wanted to take lessons. Big time.
Very nice people there. We had a wonderful time. And it ended up being an adventure that we did not even look forward to. Oh, wait. It was an adventure we did not look for. We found an adventure that we never looked for. Thank you, Miss Sarah.
Oh, people were asking about Carter's outfit. You want to see the whole outfit?
Show us, Jamie.
Here, you have to hold up the shorts. Hold up the little.
I want to say hi to.
Look at the cute little shorts.
Miss Sarah. Where did that go?
Here, I need you to hold up a piece of this.
You need me to hold something?
Yeah. Hold the shorts.
They're like little bloomers.
Aren't they cute?
We'll have to see.
Cowgirls.
She better wear these. She'll tear them up. She'll be climbing up the fence in no time wearing those. Mary Lou says, I'm a Lester too. She's a whole lot like me as far as her taste buds and just not real sure about eating things and just kind of being more careful, more cautious. I just kind of worry sometimes about eating stuff that I'm not real sure about. And then, in my opinion, a lady like that who sits there and makes that, who knows if she cooked that stuff on Wednesday and has been sitting there until Saturday.
Here's my defensive on that, though. That lady.
I'm gonna tell them your real reasoning behind it.
Hold on.
And you're not gonna be mad at me.
Hold on. That lady told us. She goes, "This is all I do." She goes, "I cook my stuff and I prepare it before I come here. And on one weekend a month, this is my only thing that I do is cook and bake, and I do special orders." So her whole reputation depends on the quality of her product. And to me, that was very telling because you don't want anyone to get sick. You don't want, she was sitting there eating it herself. So that's two.
All right. Jamie also said something.
No.
She said if she were a skinny lady sitting there eating that.
No, if she was a skinny lady selling it.
If she were a skinny lady selling it, Jamie goes, I probably would not have bought any. But because she was a heavy set lady, that tells you she's eaten plenty of it.
That's not what I said.
That's not what I said. That's how I took it.
What I said was
you said something like that.
I said
that you trust buying foods from heavy set people.
I didn't say that.
That's what you inferred.
She wasn't a skinny lady who doesn't eat. She's a lady who clearly enjoys and appreciates food. So to me, she knows what's good.
Yeah, because she's eating all her own product.
That's what I do.
Well, yeah, that's what we all do. Look at all of our bellies.
Never trust a skinny cook. Thank you.
Never trust a skinny cook.
I did not say it like Lester said it. She was, I'm going to use a term that I prefer. She was a thick lady, okay? She was a thick lady.
Leg squeeze, somebody says, Jamie.
And she had beautiful product that was all labeled with its ingredients. And like I said, when she told us that's all she does, there's no way that you would put something out there and take those risks. She had it in a insulated space. It was of temperature. It had a thermometer on the side of it. It wasn't like she was selling it on the back of a car. She paid for a booth. Her business cards were there. All of those things to me matter. Someone
said skinny cooks scare me. I can't find where it went.
Listen,
skinny cooks scare me. Never trust a skinny cook.
It's not. And Lester eats ponchos. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you. Lester will eat at ponchos, but he won't eat a pickle and won't try gumbo.
I tried the gumbo. I tried it in front of everybody, and I could tell right off it's just not going to be my. I'm not gonna be my thing. But it's none to worry. It didn't go to waste. Everything's fine. Okay. Never trust a skinny cook. A lot of people know that quote.
See, it's not just me.
And I do love me some ponchos. As a matter of fact, I wonder if Jeff has ever had ponchos. I'm going to take Jeff. Jeff's going to be
Jeff's
here.
never going to want to come back after ponchos. Jeff
will be here.
Gut.
Jeff is going to be here for 4 days. He's going to arrive Tuesday. So I have to feed him Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night.
I'm going to say a few things. The timing of ponchos is critical. You should not feed him ponchos the night before he gets on a plane, and you should not feed him ponchos the night before we have to go to A&M and be in the car for so long.
Okay, so you'll figure out when he can eat ponchos.
But
Jeff might be a lot like me and have an iron gut that can eat stuff that other people can't. And ponchos is still in business. If it was that horrible, they wouldn't be in business. They've been there for 30 years or longer. And Ponchos
is a cafeteria style Mexican restaurant.
It's Tex-Mex buffet.
But it's cafeteria style.
You go down the line and you tell them what you want.
And they serve you.
And we're taking Eugene with us. It's going to be fun. That's the only place I'll go in to eat.
You won't take Eugene to the casino with you?
I will not take Eugene is not going to go to the casino, and I'm not taking Eugene anywhere else. But the Ponchos, I'll take Eugene.
Ponchos is the buffet below Taco Bell when it comes to Mexican restaurant. I would pick Taco Bell 100 times over. Sorry, I know you love Ponchos.
Yes, and you can raise the flag, and they bring you more. It's if you want to hang out, you know what? Me and Jeff will have to go live and let you guys eat it up with us and just see what it's all about.
There you have it.
You can enjoy the experience with us.
I'll eat pickles out of a jar.
There we go. But no, we're going to have some fun, get some things done. He's going to help me get the bull loaded up. I told him, I says, Jeff, I can't spend every minute of every day with you because I got to be, running both places here with Jamie being gone. But no, he says, give him a job. He wants a job to do. So I'm like, oh, I got some jobs he can do. Jamie got mad at me.
He's company coming and Lester's like, hey, if you want some jobs.
Well, he wants something to do. I get that. You want to do something because as a man, you feel like you want to earn your keep. So I'm like, let's make him earn it then. Let's make him earn it. He owes us nothing. Jeff owes us nothing.
So Lester tells him one thing and Jeff's like, yeah, that sounds great. And then Lester goes, and then when you're done with that, I was like, oh my God, stop it. Stop it.
So let the
man have a break.
I told Jeff, I says, Bud, you don't have to, but if you do want to do a job to help me out a little bit and save my back, I says, our horse trailer is full of saddles. I have all of those saddles from Uncle Raleigh's place. My uncle gave me all of his saddles, and they all need to be unloaded and moved into our brand new tack room. He goes, I'll do that. I can do that. And I'm like low key, we're on the phone, like, yes, because that's a lot of work. That's lots of heavy saddles. Moving them out of that trailer into that tack room is a lot of work. Plus having Rita and Roman running around, even that's treacherous. And he seems so eager that I'm like, well, the only other job that I have for you is we got some saddle soap and some oil. After you get those saddles moved, you give them all a good cleaning and shine them all up nice. He's like, okay, I'll do that. And I'm like, yes. I'm just like really loving this. And so what I'm going to have to end up doing is going over there and making videos of how hard I worked. I just worked so hard moving these saddles over. And I worked so hard to get them off. And really in the background, you have Jeff just sweating out in my little sweatshop over there, just scrubbing saddles, moving things over.
Maybe you and Jeff can figure out the plumbing issue, the pipe flow issue.
Oh, I hope he can. Does he have plumbing skills?
That's what he does for a living. He's an HVAC guy.
I did not know that. Okay. No, we're going to have fun. And I told Jeff the same thing I told Justin. I says, Jeff, I want you to grab yourself some video, have some fun while you're here, jump on that side by side. He'll be there by himself this time. Think he'll be scared? Think he gets spooked easily? I'm not going to stay with him. I'm not staying with him. How weird would that be? Two guys, one wearing a tutu. Now, I could leave him the mannequin, but I will not be
His
staying.
cardboard Lester's there.
The cardboard me is there. Yes, he still has the cardboard me. That is true.
Maybe he'll enjoy the quiet.
Maybe so.
He'll have Barnadette.
He'll have Barnadette.
Maybe he'd like Trixie to join him.
We can leave Trixie. That's fine too.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we've been on for over an hour. Is there anything that you have not talked about that you really want to?
The only thing I need to, so tomorrow morning's video is a little risque. Sorry. So that's my pre-apology for my risque video. It is a little out of character for me. And then Tuesday night.
Don't say I'm rubbing off on her.
It's all his fault. Tuesday night, I will be traveling back from my conference, and I have no idea if I'll be able to go live for Timeout Tuesday or not. If I do, it will be driving, and I have no idea about signal. So Timeout Tuesday might turn into Timeout Wednesday this week. Maybe. I have no idea.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be a busy week for all of us. We have a lot of exciting things. We're going to be having Chuck's procedure taken care of, and that's going to be fun. Having Jeff here to help is going to be wonderful. We'll be able to show Jeff the really neat things over at A&M, their facilities, and get his mark of approval. And then the only thing that we're worried about, and just so you all are aware, we probably will not be getting Chuck back, the new Chuck, until Saturday. And I told Jeff that if he's leaving on Friday to head back home, when she has to get back, he probably will not be there for the pickup and bring home part. And that's fine. You can't keep the man away from his wife and kids too long. So, and work too. I guess he's missing work to do this for us. So,
Poor Jeff. I didn't even think
Poor Jeff, I know. So, all right, we're going to have a lot of fun, though. Friends, I want to thank you all for watching, putting up with us.
Oh, my God. People want you and Jeff to do Timeout Tuesday.
They want me and Jeff could do Timeout Tuesday. We could absolutely do a Timeout Tuesday. You should allow us to. That would be fun. Me and
If
Jeff.
you don't get my channel banned, then you're allowed to.
Okay, so then it's a thing. Jeff and Lester will host Timeout Tuesday. You can watch from the car and chime in. Say, keep your eyes on the road. Don't.
Oh, I'm picking up 2 rescues on Tuesday afternoon too.
Oh boy,
You didn't even know that, did you?
I do that. I remember.
Okay.
I still say it won't happen. It won't happen.
We'll see. I'm supposed to pick up 2. I'm
I
supposed
have-
to meet up for 2
I have
rescues.
no faith in people sometimes. Sorry, but there are some people I have no faith in.
I'm supposed to pick
And
up
this
2
particular
rescues.
rescue lady has. I'll believe it when I see it.
We'll see. We'll
All
see.
right.
So anyway, yes, please watch our videos this week. There's a lot going on. There's going to be some really fun things, and I really put myself out there for tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to tell you what the rescues are because what if they don't happen? Somebody says, please don't put any pantyhose on your head, Lester.
Why would we do that?
It's the last time you did Timeout Tuesday, you did that.
That's why. That's why.
Oh my God. Y'all have a great week. Stay safe, stay well, and thank you for giving us the greatest gift of all, which is your time. We're really blessed to have you and really love to be able to share this time with you.
My eyes are not drooping, right?
No.
Any more than normal?
No, we're still good.
Okay.
We lived right through the
I
Dr.
think we
Pepper
survived through the 50-year-old Dr. Pepper
and pickles.
and pickles. You guys tell your friends what we're doing in our lives, drinking 50-year-old Dr. Pepper, and it's still,
And we lived to tell
and we
about
live
it.
to tell about it. Now, we don't see you tomorrow, then you'll know something
Then
happened.
you know that was it, basically. Or the pickles. I guess it could be the pickles too.
Could you
Never
imagine the
know.
autopsy and all it would be like an unsolved mystery. The Lester and Jamie unsolved mysteries.
I do feel kind of funny right now.
No, you don't.
A little bit.
You feel funny.
I'm kidding.
Oh, don't say that.
Do you
'cause-
see how easy it is to freak him
No,
out?
because there are people who really will start calling 911.
Don't. I feel fine.
Don't
I'm fine.
do that. We're fine.
I'm
y'all.
only teasing. I was messing with him because he gets paranoid about it.
Yeah. Hey, we're very blessed to have you. Like Jamie said, thank you for the gift of your time. I know we take a lot from you, and we appreciate you. To the new folks who are just jumping on and getting to know us, you're so welcome here. We're the most down-to-earth people you're ever going to meet. We're never going to ask you for your money. We don't want your gifts. Some people will send them, and we say, don't do that, but they do it anyway. But please, we always say, take care of yourselves first. Take care of your family. Take care of your community. We don't want the shirt off your back, even though there's many people who will try to offer it. But we're so blessed to have your time. Your time is everything to us, and we're blessed to have it. So thank you so very much for that. What else can you say to wrap it up good and just send everybody off with a bang?
I already said it. Stay warm, stay safe, stay well.
That's your bang?
I already said it all, and then you reset what I said.
Oh, well, in that case, stay well, stay safe, and stay warm, friends. And we will catch you guys.
Thanks for loving us. We love you so much. Have a good night.
Yes. We're going to end this thing the same place we started it, though, y'all. We have to start it with Barnadette, our barn kitty.
Would y'all look at this? Barnadette is enjoying her new home. Don't forget, she has a heated floor in this thing. It's a nice, cozy spot where she can keep an eye on her food bowl. She has her dry food and her wet food right there. And I'm hoping that she will decide to have her kittens inside there. That would just be wonderful. Thank you so much to the kind lady who sent this, who said that her cats love these things. And so she's off the floor up on that bale of hay. That's where she eats and hangs out a lot. And so she's able, from right there, she also has a nice view out the doggy door. We can look at her and she can look at us from the doggy door here. So, hey, sweetie. Hi, baby girl. I hope you love that little house, and thank you so much to the lady who sent it. What I need to do is come by here and clean up this mess. Barnadette, y'all, has made a mess of her room. Barnadette's never been taught how to clean up after herself, and she has made quite the mess here. She's drug in water hoses. She has, oh my God, Barnadette's a mess. Baby, she reminds me of having to clean up after Ellie and Lex. Baby girl, we gotta work on this, sweetie.
Survivor, I'm a survivor, survivor. Who will be the ultimate survivor? Let's find out when you spend a day in our shoes. All you creators, our sanctuary is waiting. Who will win the title? Well, it could be you. Survivor, survivor, I'm a survivor.